Hello guys, it is me again, it's HorrorFan34, and welcome back to another video. I know this is a very well overdue video, but I figured, just to show you guys just really quickly. Basically, this is a update video from Monster Mania that was back in September of this year. It was in Hunt Valley, Maryland. Only went up for the day on Sunday. Monster Mania 41 to be exact, like I said before, and I was able to get up there and get some of the people that I wanted and get some DVDs and things like that. Unfortunately, I missed out on Horrific Nightmares JM, Jason, who went on Saturday, I believe, and I was there Sunday, so unfortunately I missed out on meeting him. So hopefully next year will be better timing. I really like to meet you in person, and but I managed to get the two people that I wanted, and I figured I'd show you guys what I got. I got some posters here and things like that. So here we go. I always have these flyers. I always collect these. This is just basically all the photo ops they had, Q&As and film events, things like that. It was a pretty cool convention. This is the first time I've been to the Hunt Valley one since 2013. So it's been 5 years since I've been to Maryland for this convention. So it was really cool going up there again. And it still looks the same to this day. The hotel looks exactly the same, except that it's just a different name. But I'll start with my autographs first, then I'll get onto the DVDs and then the posters, and I'll show you some pictures as well with the celebrities. So, the first person that I met, this was the one that I wanted the most. I mainly went up to Hunt Valley for the day just to meet this guy. And this was a really highly anticipated one for me. This was like a dream come true for me. And that's Lou Diamond Phillips, which I'm pretty sure you've seen this autograph. You've seen this autograph already when I reviewed this for my 31 Days of Horror in October. Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips signed my Bats DVD. He put Thomas Blessings, Lou Diamond Phillips. It's pretty cool. His beautiful signature too. It just spells out his whole name. Things like that. Lou Diamond Phillips was probably one of my top favorite people that I've met at a convention so far. I mean, this guy was just super awesome. I remember, and even his agent that handled everything was awesome as well. I was telling her, this is a dream come true for me. I've wanted to meet this guy for many years now. Been a big fan of this guy for many years, and she thought that was awesome. And I got to Lou himself, and had a big smile on his face, hey, he was like, hey, what's going on, where you from? And I said, I came all the way up here just to meet you, and he was like, oh, man, I appreciate that. I mean, he's like, you really traveled all the way up here to see me? I mean, he's like, that's awesome. So, that was a really cool moment, too. Then he signed my thing, and after I got he signed my DVD, and after I got my picture taken with him, I went out to, shake his hand and say, hey, thanks, Lou, things like that. He just, just opened his arms and just gave me, the biggest hug, and he was as he was hugging me, he's like, was this worth it? Was this worth it for you? And I'm like, oh, yes, it definitely was. So he gave me, a big bro hug, and Lou Diamond Phillips was just awesome. Easily one of my favorite people that I've met at a convention, and it was a dream come true. It was so worth the wait. So definitely give props to Lou Diamond Phillips for that one. And of course I got a picture with him as well. Hang on. Technical difficulties here, folks. Here we go. Let's see if I can get this. There we are. It's me and Lou Diamond Phillips. Try to get this camera focused more. So that was definitely a dream come true. And the last person that I met to add onto my Nightmare on Elm Street 4 mini poster, because if you guys remember when I did my Monster Mania 40 update from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, I met Tuesday night in this corner here. I actually picked this up off of Lisa Wilcox's table from the very first convention I ever went to back in 2010. I picked this off of Lisa's table, and I had her sign it. She was the first person I met at a convention. So then I figured, you know, since some of the Elm Street girls were at the future conventions this year, I brought this with me to get it signed by Tuesday back in Cherry Hill in August. And then I saw there was another one for Nightmare on Elm Street 4, and I figured I'd go add her on this. And it's Toy Newkirk, Sheila, from Nightmare on Elm Street 4. She wrote Thomas, Mind Over Matter, Toy Newkirk, and Sheila, the character she played. And Toy Newkirk was another one who was she was an awesome lady, really nice lady. You know, talked to her for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, here comes Steve Dash, Jason from Part 2, and then, you know, Toy Newkirk, you know, and her and Steve Dash hugged each other and say like, "Oh, it's my buddy Steve," and she introduced me to Steve and things like that. I shook Steve's hand, and then me, Steve, and Toy and Toy's agent were like having all these conversations together, like a group conversation and things like that. It was easily one of my personal favorite, guests that I've met. I mean, this was another awesome meet. So I give props to Toy Newkirk for that. And of course, got the picture with her as well. See if I can get this focused. There we go. So that was all of this. That was the two celebrities that I met. Now we're gonna get on to the DVDs that I got. I'll just go through these really quickly because I'll say these reviews at some point. These were all, basically these are all burnt from the VHS copy, which I have no problem with because some of these DVDs are really hard to find, and some of them go for a ton of money online. First one I got here was Rolling Vengeance, which is basically kind of like Death Wish, but with like a monster truck, which I thought was kind of a cool idea. Has Ned Beatty, things like that. Split Second with Rutger Hauer. This is one that goes for a lot of money too. I was happy to find this one. Watchers. I know it's burned on the VHS copy, but you know what? It's still a DVD copy of it, even though it's burned from the VHS. And I'm glad to have this because this is a really out of print one as well. So really glad to have Watchers. Maximum Overdrive. And this is the one that I really like. When I saw this, I nearly, like, my heart stopped. I'm like, I cannot believe I found this. Like, I was shaking holding this thing. Because this thing goes for almost $300 online. And I was really happy to find this one. Mikey. Kind of like a Good Son, kind of like movie. With Brian Bonsall, who was the kid in Disney's Blank Check. And you also have characters like, you have Ashley Lawrence from Hellraiser. You have Lyman Ward, I think that's how you say his name. You know, Ferris's dad from Ferris Bueller's Day Off is in this as well. Just a really cool, like, killer kid movie. So I was really, really happy to find this because I know this one goes for a ton of money online. And last but not least, the posters. John Wick. The Shining. Maximum Overdrive. And the last one I got here was Spaceballs. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this Monster Mania update. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright guys, take care.